Today's live, we're going into routines, right? So I'll let you guys get started.
Yeah, so how often are you guys applying your products? Today we are going to kind of take you through a live DIY on how to apply your products and how to effectively get those results and gains that you're looking for when starting your Bask and Lather regimen. Yeah, so how are you applying your products? Let us know. How often are you guys taking time for your hair care regimen?
Yes. You guys know we always talk about being consistent. So we're curious, how consistent are you guys? We have a couple questions here. So let's answer some of those and then you guys can let us know more about your routine.
Yes, and before we get into the questions, don't forget, guys, take advantage of the code for today. It's routine23. So if you are purchasing, make sure to use that code to get the discount for today.
Hi, Shay.
Our CEO says
Okay. Let's see over here. Yeah, someone said, I just got my package yesterday from Philly. She's ready to see the results.
Yes, be sure to stay in touch. We like to keep up with y'all and know how you're progressing. So make sure you DM us, send us a message, let us know how you're doing.
Yeah, what products did you get? Let us know what products you got.
Yes, and for Petite Sophisticated, can you DM us or also email us on our website? We'll be able to help you out with your order, okay? But we're happy to know that you're liking the feeling. She says it has a nice tingling sensation.
Yes.
Can I use your product on my 3-year-old daughter?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we generally recommend 6 months and older for children, starting off with the Scalp Stimulator, and then the rest of our products 3 years and up.
Okay. Now we have some people saying what they do there for the routine.
Yes, let us know.
Petite Sophisticated said every other day. I'm the real Keisha Brett. She said 2 times a day. Let us see it. And what else? Okay.
What's y'all routine? Like, what are y'all doing twice a day or once a day?
What are you doing?
For me, it depends on my hairstyle. So as you can see, I have my natural hair right now. So with my natural hair, I'll make sure to oil it at least once a day. I be trying to make sure I oil it consistently because my scalp can sometimes get dry.
I'm a deep conditioning a leave-in conditioning girl, so I make sure I do that morning and afternoon, or morning and night, and then I generally do like any type of moisturizer, oils. But like anything else in life, guys, you need to make sure that you're remaining consistent because that's the only way you're going to see results in your efforts to, take care of your hair.
Hold on, we got a couple of comments here. Someone on TikTok asked, is this product in beauty supply stores?
So right now we're just online, so you can go to our website.
Or directly on TikTok too?
Yeah, TikTok shop.
We do offer worldwide shipping, so you'll be well taken care of.
Okay. And then also Miss C World, she commented back. She said she got the shampoo, conditioner, the volume, so I think she's talking about the lash serum, edge control, the stimulator drops, and she said oil, so I think the elixir oil.
So you're all
she's stocked
queued
up
for the summer, right?
Yes. Okay. Direct run, what's best for certain hair types? So you can actually use all the products regardless of your hair type. If you have straighter, finer hair though, the Balm, which is right here, those 2 jars at the bottom.
Yeah.
The Balm may be a little too heavy.
Sizes.
Yes, thank you so much. So that's the Balm. That may weigh your hair down a little bit. Otherwise, you can use all the products, especially the Scalp Stimulator. It is a light penetrating oil, so it shouldn't weigh your hair down at all. Okay. Oh, we got more people joining in. All right.
Hello,
Hey
y'all.
guys, happy Friday.
Happy Friday. We are talking about hair care routines and just making sure, we do have products that grow hair, but we are always going to push for you to have a healthy hair care regimen to ensure that you are getting the best results when applying your Bask and Lather products.
And making sure you're doing it in the right order too.
Yes, because that's very important. All of our products serve a specific purpose, so we want to make sure that you are using correctly. But first we want to know what happened.
The back we heard. Sorry, y'all. I heard something from the warehouse. Let's keep it going.
So we were asking before, what's your hair care regimen? How often do you do it? So for you guys that are just joining us, let us know.
Yes.
What about you? I know you said that you do the deep conditioning day and night.
Yeah, but I normally try to take at least 2 to 3 days out of the month to do to full healthcare regimen. So I'll do a wash, I'll do deep conditioning, moisturizing, and then making sure that everything is sealed. Because I'm in my natural girl era right now. Out of the pandemic did it to me. I know y'all probably heard me speaking from behind the camera previously on this, but yeah, I've been taking a break from Protective Styles for the past couple of years.
1 second, we're paused on Instagram.
Oh.
Connection. It's going. But everybody else is still here. So.
Hey, y'all. But yes, I've been taking a break from Protective Styles for a little bit. So I'm loving on my natural tresses. Yeah. What about you? How you getting through the summer?
Honestly, I used to be a wig girl, but I started doing glueless wigs so I can really take care of my hair under. So like at nighttime, I would take my wig off and care for my hair. So that's what I've been doing.
Oh, so you do glueless, so you remove your wig every day if you
every day.
Every day?
I'm scared.
Well, the recent one that I had was like I glued it, but this whole summer I've mainly been doing glueless wigs.
I don't know.
I love that for you, but the curls are popping. Maybe I need to get on that.
I was like, I want to, because my edges, like doing glue all the time, like it can kind of mess your edges up. So I wanted to.
I was just gonna say that I'm afraid of my baby edges.
So we have a few questions.
Sure.
Someone said, when is another big sale? I personally do not know, but I will recommend to stay signed up and get our notifications.
Yes, become a VIP member.
It's the best way
text
to know.
GROW to 68914 to become a VIP member. You'll get all access to discounts, product launches, all that good stuff.
Okay, and then someone asked about brand ambassadors. Where should I direct them?
Also, that's available on our site. You can visit baskandlatherco.com, and it's going to be at the bottom of our homepage. You'll see the option to join our affiliate program.
Cool. Someone said, now they're asking about their own routine. How many times should I wash my hair? Every week? Every 2 weeks? I will say this. It's really just dependent. Like right now we're having this crazy heat wave. Some people may want to wash their hair more. Your activity may need to change it. We say at least once every 2 weeks. But you kind of have to play with that and determine what works best for your hair and your scalp, of course.
Right. Because different hair types like need to be washed more or less. So it just all depends.
And someone said if they can send a picture and have us determine their curl type, send a DM.
Of course.
Yes.
We are here to help.
And then someone said, I came across your product and excited to see what it's going to do for my hair.
Ooh,
Love
yes.
it.
Which product did you get?
Yes. Let us know what product you got and what your hair goal is.
Someone asked about shipping to Turkey. I would say to DM us or message us on our website so we can help you out with placing your order. And then someone said, does it really work? I'm losing my edges. What products can we recommend for them?
Yes.
It definitely works. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, you want to take it off? Okay. So for this, we recommend the Scalp Stimulator and Hair Elixir. We recommend the Scalp Stimulator for growth. Apply to your scalp and massage in for about 3 to 5 minutes, and then follow it up with the Hair Elixir and apply it to your hair for thickness and length retention. And do this about 3 to 4 times a week or daily if needed. And we recommend 3 months before measuring your progress.
Yes. And then someone said, hi, I'm a Hispanic female. I think she's just referring to her texture. She said, can your products help me as well with growing my hair?
Yes.
Our products are for all hair types. So no matter what kind of texture you have, hair type is good for you.
Right. So we see more people joining. You guys continue on. I'll let you know when we get some more questions.
Yeah. So don't forget to use the code today. Routine23 for 23% off of your order. So for girls like me who probably struggle with consistency sometimes, like what do you do to like push yourself to make sure that you're on top of your hair care regimen? Because for me, I definitely probably have to set reminders sometimes, like, or maybe mentally schedule in my head, like, okay, Saturday, I'm going to do my hair.
Yeah, that's me. I definitely have to schedule in my head, like, okay, this day I'm dedicating to doing my whole hair care routine, because if I keep prolonging it, I'm never going to get it done. So I definitely schedule it in my head, block out a whole time period or a day.
Yes, for us working girls, we know by the time we get home, sometimes it's like, I'm done.
Yeah.
But it's very important to do whatever you can to like make sure your products are readily available, you know, where you can't ignore them. Set an alarm for yourself, you know, on a daily basis. Do whatever you can to maintain a healthy regimen for your hair, because it's very important that you remain consistent.
Right.
And I have something to add to that, because I'm sometimes the same way. Like, I have to tell myself, all right, let's get it together. We got to do our hair. So what I'll do is I'll attach it to another part of my routine. So, like, if I know I have to do other stuff like clean or organize, all right, let me shampoo my hair and deep condition while I'm cleaning.
Yes.
Or, like, try to break it up, and then I'll still get it done. And then, like, before I know it, I have all these things done, and I didn't have to just focus on one.
Yeah, I do that too. Like, if I'm doing, especially if I'm doing a mask, I feel like that's the perfect time to do a deep condition, because you're letting the mask sit, you're letting your deep condition sit. Like, I definitely do that too.
And we have already talking about sleeping in our deep
Right.
conditioner. So
I was going to say, this weekend I'm going to try the overnight thing for the first time, because I've never done that. Y'all put me onto that.
You're going to love it.
Yeah. So I'll let y'all know next week how that went for me.
Okay. So we have a couple more questions here. Someone wants to know if our products help with colored or bleached hair,
Yes.
Yes.
Our products are color safe.
including the shampoo and conditioner.
Yes.
So those are both color safe. You're set to go.
Yep.
Someone says, I've been using your products for over a month now. So nice. Let's see your progress if you're taking any photos.
Yes.
Just know that we always recommend at least 3 months of consistency before you measure, but it's still interesting to see your progress as you go on. Okay, got a lot.
I'm interested to know how you guys found Bask and Lather. Were you scrolling through Instagram? Did a friend tell you? Did a family member tell you that use our products? How did you guys find us?
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Someone said they just started using their products yesterday, so they're joining the train, getting on.
Make sure you're consistent.
Someone said, loving the Moisturize bundle, so the Moisturize and Seal.
And we're actually going to be talking about that
That's
today.
exactly the bundle that we are going to be applying today for you guys, because you need this bundle to get through the summer. It's absolutely essential. Even if it doesn't matter what hairstyle your hair is in right now, if you have protective, if you're going natural, it's all essential. So Lena will be
Wait 1 second, I'm sorry. Can you show them, somebody said 2 official Brie, wait, is that the jumbo bottle? Can you show them both the jumbo and the 2 ounces?
yes.
So those are the scalp stimulators. She has the jumbo right on this side, and then the 2 ounce. So you get the 2 sizes. The jumbo is 4 ounces, so it should last about a month and a half to 2 months. And the 2 ounce bottle, which is the regular scalp stimulator, lasts about 1 month.
And the jumbo only comes in the Healthy Hair Starter Kit bundle.
Yes. And then someone asked, what is the shelf life of the stimulator oil, the scalp stimulator? 1 year.
Once open.
And then is your product for all races? Yes. Yes, you can definitely use it. Skin color does not matter about hair. We're all trying to take care of our hair. Does your product help with psoriasis in the scalp? Yes, it does. So for you, we would recommend using the scalp stimulator and the balm. I'll show you that. So the scalp stimulator is a light oil that penetrates the scalp, and it is also really soothing if your scalp is a little bit dry or irritated. But the balm can be applied to both the scalp and hair, and it's going to give it that little extra boost of moisture and soothing that you may need. Okay. Someone said, I didn't, so they're bringing up their tips. She says, I didn't store my products out of sight. They're on my dresser. So I'm seeing them.
Yes. Smart girl.
And then someone asked if the grease, what they're referring to, the balm, is it light? So we can actually do a little test swatch for you.
Yeah.
It's I feel like it has a decent weight to it. If you have fine hair, it's light. Ooh, a little further over this way. There we go. So you can see how it melts into nothing. It feels so good. It really would just depend on the amount that you use, but if you have straight or fine hair naturally, you may find that it weighs your hair down just a little bit.
And just to know, all of our products are all natural and all organic.
Alrighty. So what would you suggest for a person who is just beginning and their goal is for growth in certain spots of their head?
So we're definitely going to go to the Batman and Robin of the collection, which is the Scalp Stimulator and the Hair Elixir. They both serve a specific purpose. Apply the stimulator to your scalp, and then apply the elixir to your hair. When applying the stimulator, massage in for about 3 to 5 minutes, and then apply this to your actual hair. And do that. We recommend 3 to 4 times a week, but you can apply daily if needed. And remain consistent in that for about 3 months before you start measuring your progress.
Okay, and then we'll do one more question, and then we'll come back to them later after the demo.
Yeah.
So someone said, would you consider opening a shop anywhere in Africa? We actually have a distributor in, I believe, Accra, Ghana, Nouveau Riche. If you go through who we're following, they're one of the accounts, and you can get our products from them as well. Okay.
All right, guys, are you ready for the fun?
So we're going to do a demo for you guys. We're going to be following the Moisturize and Seal routine. So it's one of our most popular bundles. You kind of see some of the products right here. And it's the perfect refresh. It's great to help with moisture, obviously, with growth, moisture retention, and length retention. So when we say to apply the products 3 to 4 times per week, this is a routine that you would really want to follow to get the results that you need, okay?
And you guys, we do have a code, routine23. You can get 23% off today. So check that out. Get a little discount while you can.
I'm about to become the hairdresser. You can't be tender-headed.
Look, I used to be when I was a kid.
All right, so I am just sectioning her hair off into, but you know what we can do for her. So I am going to do the same thing 4 times and apply the products in the correct order.
So let's do.
I can answer some questions in the meantime.
Someone said it showed up in their algorithm.
Yeah, I was gonna say
What
none of you guys
algorithm?
answered me when I asked that.
Someone said because they follow Tokyo.
Okay.
We love Tokyo around
We
here.
do.
Okay.
Someone said I told my whole family I started in January working on my 4th order of starter kit.
Oh,
Ooh,
wow.
yes.
That is consistency.
That is.
Okay, so I guess can we use this one?
Yeah. All those you're set to go.
Someone said I have been using since February, nowhere near consistent as I should be, and it works.
Period. Okay.
Yeah, so now I am applying the Scalp Stimulator.
And just so you guys notice, the Scalp Stimulator, it has a twist top nozzle, so you can see how Novia is able to just put the nozzle directly into Lena's scalp, and it disperses perfectly. Thank you, thank you.
You're welcome.
So when you guys ask, there's a twist top nozzle. You don't need
An
you don't need an
applicator.
extra applicator or anything. And this actually helps to control the amount of oil, so you don't get too much just coming out.
Yep. And we just got a question about that yesterday, I believe.
We did
Someone
too.
asked
We've been getting a few questions like that.
about the new simulators, right? Yep.
Yeah.
We are making it easier for you guys. So I'm applying the Scalp Stimulator first to penetrate the scalp.
Yeah, shipping to the Middle East. We ship worldwide, you guys. Okay? There's not a place where we can't, I don't think. We ship everywhere.
Can y'all see, or do y'all want me to stand behind?
You're doing good.
Okay. And then you could also, you could do it, sorry, I don't mean to put you to sleep. So you could use your hands, or you could also use our lovely scalp massagers.
Star Danny, we're going to get to your question in a second. She wants to know how to use the hair elixir. We're going to show you just how. We're doing the entire Moisturize and Seal routine, and the elixir is part of it, okay?
Yep. Tag a friend, tell a friend to tell a friend. Whoever needs directions. We're just getting started. They have a couple more seconds to join. Sorry, am I being too bad?
Oh, we love this. Miss Helen 912 said, I definitely see a big difference in my edges. Since I started using the Scalp Stimulator, I love the products.
Ooh,
Yes.
that's great.
Okay, and then
Actually, we should have taken a before photo so we can show you guys. But we'll post the after results in the stories. Okay, so now that I've applied the Scalp Stimulator, I am moving on to the mist.
and she massaged in the Scalp Stimulator, guys. That is the key, okay?
Do you feel the tingling sensation?
Kind of.
Someone asked, is it cool to use the oil daily? We have 2 oils, so if you're referring to the Scalp Stimulator, yes. You can also use the Hair Elixir daily. It would just kind of depend on what your hair can take.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Scalp Stimulator, and this is the Hair Elixir.
Yes. And then the mist is just, for moisturizing, hydrating your hair. It works as a leave-in conditioner as well.
Okay. We got a couple new people that joined.
Hey,
you guys. We're doing a live demo of the Moisturize and Seal bundle. So, sorry. We're doing a live demo of the Moisturize and Seal bundle. So, how about you tell everybody who just joined what you just did and what we're moving on to?
Right. So I applied the Scalp Stimulator first to penetrate her scalp. And then the second step was to apply the hydrating mist to kind of apply that moisture. And now we are on to the stimulating scalp and balm hair oil. So I am applying this to her scalp and her hair. And we'll massage in a minute. She's about to fall asleep.
Something about somebody doing your hair just feels so nostalgic. It just relaxes you.
No, really. Have any of you guys purchased the Moisturize and Seal bundle?
If not, you need to for the summer. We highly recommend it.
And someone just asked the Queen Sky Monet what products to use on locks. You can actually use this exact bundle and routine that we're following. So for locks, even protective styles, natural hair, obviously, you can use the Moisturize and Seal bundle. It's a great routine to follow, especially for locks because you really want to get some moisture in there. Which one of the products is for hair growth? That would be the Scalp Stimulator.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the 2 ounce of the regular size of the Scalp Stimulator.
What are you guys doing for the weekend? We always ask this because we always want to get in your business. Is anybody doing anything fun? If you do go out in this heat, make sure you are protecting your hair.
Yes. I'm really thinking about what I'm determined to relax because I feel like I've been busy all week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So this weekend,
You felt like me. Remember you asked me 4th of July? I was like, yeah, I'm relaxing. I feel like
yeah. Yes.
We had a crazy couple weeks here.
Yes. Were any of you guys at Curl Fest?
Yes. We were running.
So we have
Crazy.
a couple more comments. So on TikTok, somebody wants to know the difference between the Hair Elixir and the Scalp Stimulator.
Mm-hmm.
So the Scalp Stimulator, this is an oil for your scalp. So you're only supposed to be applying it on your scalp at least 3 to 4 times a week. And the Hair Elixir goes on after, but it goes to your actual hair, not to your scalp.
And someone said, I'm on my 5th shipment. Okay, staying consistent. They also asked, do we have to see all of the products?
You can use them.
Oh, sorry. Do we have to use all of the products to see hair growth? And someone said that they also just made their first purchase.
Yes. It depends on what your hair goals are. I would say each of our products serve a specific purpose. So it really depends on what you're looking to achieve with your hair. And then you can always contact us for a product recommendation. So now I am just going to, this is the last step, I'm going to apply the Hair Elixir to seal in all the moisture. So now a little hack for you guys. The mist and the elixir are great for detangling. Can y'all see? The mist and the elixir are great for detangling. So if you have a wash day and you are or if you're taking out a protective style, these work wonders together. In doing so, I'm not going to comb out Alina's hair today. But just a little tip for you guys who are wondering. And don't forget to take advantage of our code today, Routine 23. Sorry.
So a couple more questions. So someone wants to know what the Hair Elixir does specifically. The Hair Elixir, as you can see, Novia is applying that to Lena's hair. That's going to seal in the moisture for your hair. So sealing in moisture, you're going to retain moisture, which our hair needs. Also, you're going to get length retention as well. But it has a few uses. You could use this as a heat protectant. You can use it as a hot oil treatment. You can use it as a pre-poo before you wash. And then basically you could start and end your hair wash day with the elixir, which is really amazing. And then we had another question over here. How do we put the Scalp Stimulator with what you're following? So the Scalp Stimulator was the first step in the Moisturize and Seal routine. So that you would just massage into the scalp You can see it's a twist top nozzle, so it'll actually like just pour over and drip. See, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
You could put that either directly in your scalp or also in your hands and then massage it in, whichever works for you. And then, we're hearing about people's weekends. Okay.
Yes. What y'all doing?
Yeah.
Somebody's having a fight party for Spence versus Crawford. I don't keep up with the fights, but that sounds fun.
Is the food going to be lit? Because that would be my concern.
I feel like the food's always good. They always get the best wings, the best munchies, everything. So I know you're about to have a fun weekend. Are a lot of people coming? You have more room for two?
Look at that. So you can literally see it glistening off.
Yes.
Lena's, I wish we took a before picture for y'all, but we're going to post the after results in the stories after this so you guys can see how it worked for her. And that is how you apply the Moisturize and Seal Bundle. How do you feel?
Relax. And it smells so good, y'all.
It does.
No.
Someone wants to know, do we use the Scalp Stimulator and what we're using at the same time? So the full routine is Scalp Stimulator.
Hold on, let me...
Yep, so Scalp Stimulator first, okay? You're going to massage that into the scalp for 3 to 5 minutes. Then you're going to go into the Hydrating Hair Mist.
Mm-hmm.
So that is going to be sprayed to the length of your hair. If you're in a protective style, you can also spray it towards the roots. There is rosemary in there, so it's great. But if your hair is out, like Lena's is, of course, you can go ahead and do that. Then we use the balm. Well, not we, Novia. She went ahead and added the balm to Lena's hair. That gave it extra moisture as well, and also to her scalp because it can be applied to both. And then finished with the hair elixir. And again, that's going to seal in the moisture. So now Lena has that moisture retention going on. She's going to get that length retention. She has already got some, so it's great to go. So yeah, that was the full routine.
Yes, guys. So we are on for a couple more minutes. Let us know if you have any questions. We are happy to answer. I'm loving the shining that's coming through.
Yeah.
So you guys that do have the Moisturize and Seal Bundle, are you guys using it in the correct order?
Yes.
That's a good question.
Because we get a lot of questions about how to apply products, and it's essential that you're using them in the correct order because they are, again, they each serve a specific purpose.
Oh, this one's so nice. She said, I just received my purchase 2 days ago. I'm so excited. I can't wait, and I'm so happy. And now seeing you live because now she knows all the steps.
Yay!
Or they know all the steps. Then over here, will it help with thin hair for older women? She said, age 66.
Yes.
What 2 products would we recommend?
So we are going to go with the Scalp Stimulator for growth and the hair elixir for length retention and thickness. So be sure to apply the Scalp Stimulator to your scalp and the hair elixir to your hair 3 to 4 times a week or daily if needed, and allow 3 months before you start measuring your progress.
And if you guys just joined, just remember we do have a code today for 23% off. Use code ROUTINE23.
Yes, take advantage.
I know one thing I'm doing this weekend. I need to do my hair.
I feel like you just did your hair.
I need to wash it. I'm a every week sort of girl. And I used a lot of hairspray, so it's gotta go.
Yeah. I am definitely having a wash day this week. It's definitely needed.
But I'm also tempted. So I'm like, I've been using my sister's rooftop to just lay out. And I'm like, she's not doing anything. I could definitely go over and like just borrow that for like a couple hours. We did that. Alrighty, so let's go through, if you guys have any questions on any products. Oh, she says, I'm on it now. This helps us out a lot. Thank you, ladies, so very much.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Then someone else said, okay, ladies, you got me. I'll be placing an order today. Okay.
Don't forget, guys, join us regularly. We always are hopping on lives to discuss helpful tips to guide you through your hair care process. We also just want to have fun with y'all. So hop in, take advantage of these exclusive deals, chat with us, and pick our brains.
No, really. And if you have any questions, too.
Yes, feel free to DM us. We are always actively answering DMs.
Yeah. So someone else, also, what could they do for dry hair for older women? this whole bundle, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So if you missed the live demo, we just applied the Moisturize and Seal bundle. And in that bundle, you get the Scalp Stimulator. You also get the Hydrating Mist. And then you get the Stimulating Hair Balm. And then you get the Hair Elixir to seal in all the moisture. So you're going to apply these products. We recommend 3 to 4 times a week or daily if needed.
Okay, and then someone's asking about the code. So the code is routine23. It doesn't give you free shipping, but it does give you 23% off of your order. That's only for today until 11:59 p.m. Eastern time, okay? Because we're in New York. So if you guys have
Do
stuff
not
to
miss
do,
it.
If you're going out tonight, do it before. Place your order before.
Someone said, my question is, do you put the hair elixir on the hair or the hair and the scalp?
On the hair.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So the hair elixir, which is this right here, you only put on your hair, and for your scalp, you're gonna use the scalp stimulator.
More questions. We have more people joining. Hey y'all.
Hey guys.
So what hair care tips do you recommend
I recommend
for regimen, for keeping up a routine?
I recommend definitely setting a day aside to make sure you're doing everything, and always moisturize your hair, whether that's oil, using the mist, something. Like, your hair always needs moisture, and people think that it's always oil, but sometimes it just might need some type of like liquid hydration water or something.
So oil isn't even a moisturizer. It just seals in the moisture.
Right.
So be mindful of that. That's why we always say to have your hair like damp or moisturized, especially when doing the Moisturize and Seal bundle. Always really important. You don't want to seal in dryness. What's that going to do?
What about you?
Set a reminder. If you're anything like me, set a reminder. Like Lena said, set aside the time to dedicate every single day.
And for me, I'm either going to romanticize it, so I'm going to like drag it out just ridiculously, or I'm going to add it on to other steps in my routine. So like, I'm not just doing my hair. Like, okay, well, let me put on a cute robe. Like you said before, let me do a mask too. Like, why not? I'm already doing that. Like, really romanticize the whole self-care moment I'm having. Unless I got stuff to do, then all right, well, let me do some dishes. Let me vacuum real quick with this conditioner in.
And girlies who are in protective styles, this applies to you too.
Someone literally just asked.
Yes, this applies to you too. You can still use all of our products with your protective style. So go ahead and apply your oils to make sure that what's underneath is remaining healthy. Don't sleep on your hair care regimen just because you have a protective style in.
Right. Someone said, awesome, ladies, amazing product line.
Ooh, thank you.
Someone said, I just received my order today. Can't wait to try it.
Yeah.
Keep in touch.
And let us
update.
Let us know what you got. You guys, I need to know what you bought. I'm nosy.
Right.
Always want to know what you guys are getting.
And just,
Someone said that their hair is falling out when they wash it. So what do you recommend? So the shampoo and conditioner, that's a really good shampoo and conditioner just to have in your routine. Just because when you use the shampoo, you'll notice after like the second wash, so much less hair is coming out. Also, I would ask, what products are you adding in for moisture? Because you really want to make sure that you're sealing in moisture. That way you're not having as much shedding. And just being consistent with the Scalp Stimulator and Hair Elixir. So with all that being said, you can either get the Healthy Hair Starter Kit or the Moisturize and Seal bundle that we followed today.
And just an honorary mention, y'all, don't wait till these fly off the shelves.
They already
This is
are.
very
They're already low. I'm sorry to have any
hypothetical shelves. But no, if you are heading out into the heat over the weekend, this summer, you know how hot it's been, this is what you need to keep your edges laid. Right.
Someone commented, they said that their edges are gone. So what products can we recommend for them?
The Batman and Robin. The Scalp Stimulator. Can you see?
Yep.
Scalp Stimulator first. Apply it to your scalp. Massage in for about 3 to 5 minutes. And then apply the Hair Elixir to your actual hair. And we recommend doing this 3 to 4 times a week or daily if needed. And use for about 3 months before you start measuring.
We're paused on Instagram, so we may have to say that again.
Oh.
Okay. So let's talk about, all right, so far you guys, like, and then you just had the experience, which product do you think will be your favorite? So they're obviously newer here, they're newer faces, so
Yes.
I'm just curious what you think will be your favorite.
I don't know. Based off of doing the whole routine, I really like the Balm.
Mm.
Yeah.
I really like the Balm. Like I've always been like a Balm grease girl, so
I think I'm leaning more towards the stimulator and the mist. Yeah, just because I love like deep conditioning. I mean, I keep saying deep conditioning, leave-in conditioners. I feel like the mist would really help me, and then the scalp stimulator, of course, who doesn't?
Yeah.
Want that, and I think I'm gonna throw in the hair elixir too,
yeah.
because I just feel like it's needed.
She does it all. Okay. Her elixir will do so much.
It's needed.
Someone said they need help. What's your question, Cece?
We answered her.
Oh, we
She said
answered
hair
her?
was falling out.
Oh, okay. All right.
Did that person get their answer about breaking?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're on for a couple more minutes, guys. Take advantage of the code for today, and also just pick our brains really quickly. We're here for a couple more minutes. We're happy to answer any questions.
Okay. And then over on Facebook, someone said that their order isn't going through. So I would suggest that you either DM or email us, and we'll be able to direct you in the right place to help you place your order, okay?
Yep.
So, what are some of you guys' hair goals right now for the summertime or just coming up? What are y'all hair goals?
I'll go first.
Mm-hmm.
I want to take care of my split ends, and then I want to restart my healthy hair regimen.
Mm-hmm.
Feel like I just need a refresh right now.
I feel you on that. I feel like mine is trying to make it like fun, because for a while I just felt like doing my hair was a chore, and I just don't think that's a good mindset to have when I'm taking care of myself.
Right.
So now I'm like, all right, I want to experiment more with my hair. I want to do things that are just like exciting and new to me, and that's making it fun.
Yeah.
I feel like for me, regrow my edges back because some of them are gone from wigs. Definitely to have all my hair like the same length because I cut some of it, so it's like all different lengths and thicker.
Your curl pattern is lit though.
Yeah. What about you?
I don't even know. I need to lay off the color though. I'm trying.
Lucky that you can. I can't dye my hair.
Yeah, that's one thing I love exploring with protective styles, but I've never dipped into color.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah, I think the furthest I've done is like a sew-in with a little blonde in it. That's
Really?
That's as far as I've gone, but
I used to love dyeing my hair black back in college.
what is your natural hair color?
This. It's like,
Oh,
it looks dark, but it's like
Sandy
the
brown.
lightest sort of dark brown you could have. It's so annoying.
Mhm.
But I used to love it, like, super dark.
Mm.
Oh my god. I felt like it made my eyes pop. I was like, ooh, I gotta stick with this.
Remember when it's not like a dye,
Henna?
a rinse. Remember when
My
rinses
mom's-
were a thing? I
Yes,
think
they are.
People still do that.
really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like for a lot of girls, they'll lighten their hair and then they'll use the rinse over the lightened color.
See, but I had an obsession with trying out red when I was younger, so I did that one time.
Oh, so
But
you
it didn't show. It didn't take.
I tried red with henna,
I
and that
never
was
dyed my hair. The closest to dyeing my hair that I did was using the hair paint waxes,
oh.
which is not really dyed. So
That means
How
I
long
did
does
too
that last?
much.
it flakes. So
Oh, okay.
not.
I've had just about every color you could think of.
I love it.
Me too. I'm living vicariously.
Listen,
I've had highlights and then black hair dye, and then I had an allergic reaction. I was like, oh, that's it for me.
let us know what your hair goals are.
Yo, she wants me to go green.
So badly. I would.
I've
I
done
would.
That's
Me too. It's so hard to get rid of though. She's
Oh,
not
with your
trying to
red
have it.
hair.
I can't dye my hair, so I'm living through you.
We're gonna get you some hair paint.
So I can flake? No.
Yeah, it gets messy.
Yeah.
Maybe if I get braids again, I'll do like a random green braid. I don't know. I need to do something.
That might.
Might.
That might.
A
Be a
little
vibe.
something. Someone said, "Can I guess they're asking if it could be used on all different hair types over on TikTok."
Yes. Our products are good for all hair types.
I will just say, for you, Edelina, the balm may weigh your hair down a little bit, but the rest of the products are set to go. Someone said, "This is so good. So glad you guys are doing this."
Oh,
Yay.
thank you.
You can
I
go
also say, like, does anybody have, like, an application problem? Like, if you're really excited about a product, you'll use, like, a lot of it when applying.
Yeah, I'm heavy-handed when it comes to conditioner.
I felt like I was heavy-handed just now with the Elixir, so my bad. But
Look, I'm like, is he dripping on me?
but yeah, I'm definitely one of those girls that'll maybe applies way too much.
Oh, so speaking of the hair elixir, so we were saying that you can use it as a hot oil treatment. Do you want to kind of explain how you usually do that?
Yes. So that's why I went through my last elixir, because I started to use it, like I tell you guys, right? Like on my wash days. So if you're just doing a pre-poo, you could just put it into your hair, let it sit for like 20 or so minutes before you wash, and then you're prepped to wash your hair. But for hot oil treatment, I let my hot water run in my sink. It gets really hot. Some people boil water and do all that. I'm not going to do that. I'll just be very honest with you. So I will run the hot water in my sink. Once I start to see the steam coming from it, then I plug the sink and I put the bottle in. It floats, but it's still going to get nice and warm. So then once it's all the way warmed up, but not too hot, just perfectly warm, I put that in my hair. I let it sit for like, I don't know. I should do just 20 or 30 minutes, but I'll push it to an hour if I have to. Why not? And then I make sure there's a cap over it. And then it's like a good hot oil treatment. And then you still wash out your hair like normal, and your hair just feels so good. So good.
I'm just picturing that in the conditioner after. It just has to
That's
be
why I'm saying. And then if you sleep with the conditioner, oh my God. It's a perfect
That
dream.
sounds like
Did you guys miss the
perfect
announcement
combo.
the other day? We do have a deep conditioner that's coming out as well. So stay tuned for details on that.
Yeah, a lot of you guys were asking that in the other live.
Yeah.
Someone said, thanks for having the best hair oil ever. Helped so much grow my aunt's hair who has cancer.
Oh, good.
Happy to hear.
And someone else asked, is it all types of hair friendly? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. All right, you guys, do you have any other questions? We're about to log off soon.
Yes, and don't forget to take advantage of the code for today, Routine23, for 23% off of your order.
It
have
ends
23
today.
viewers.
That code
Yeah.
ends today, guys. So make sure you use it. Take advantage.
No extra questions, guys? Okay, so then we'll see you next time. Thank you guys for joining our live.
Bye.
Bye. See y'all.
Look, happy Friday.
Happy
Yeah.
Friday.